Welcome my broskies. Now today I got something very special with me, as always. It is a brand new boomer shooter that very few people seem to know about. And it is called nothing else but Brine. And what the hell is Brine? Well, something smells really fishy in Cornwall that this game takes place in. A mutated, violent uprising of local seafood has crawled up from the depths, taken over the coast. And right in the middle of all this madness stands one very disgruntled fisherman. So yeah, we're running around Cornish environments shooting angry seafood in the face with retro FPS flair, crunchy visuals, and the beautiful promise of half the resolution, double the fun. And Brine, my broskis, looks damn good. It has almost this clay-like stop-motion look to the animations that gives the whole thing a really nice identity. It is goofy, it is weird, and it is very British in its humor. At least in my opinion. But it also has that brutal, gory edge to it. I'm talking chopping the heads off fish-type gore. Heads pop, blood sprays, enemies get absolutely messed up, and it gives the game this funny mix of silly and nasty, as well as some seriousness to it, all at the same time. Now the demo that just released gives you 2 pretty big levels to play through, and from what I found, 3 different weapons. I have a strong feeling, however, that there is some hidden weapons somewhere in this demo that I actually missed, because this game is packed with secrets. But during my run, I found 3 of them. And gameplay-wise, this is very much a linear first-person shooter campaign. It is not a roguelite, it is not an extraction shooter, it is not trying to be 10 different things at once. You go in, you shoot enemies, you find keys, you open doors, and you keep moving forward in hilarious environments. But the level design is where Brine gets pretty damn interesting. Because the levels, they are linear, but they are built in a way that makes them feel a lot more open than they actually are. In the first level alone, there are something like 13 secrets, and some of them are actually worth finding. We're not just talking about tiny armor shards behind a wall, you can find weapons, ammo, health, funny little details, posters, weird rooms, and a bunch of interactive stuff. And there is a lot of interactivity overall in this game, like actually way more than I even expected. You can mess around with toilets, random objects, little environmental details, and it just gives the levels a lot of personality. It makes the world feel like it was built by someone who had fun putting stupid little things together everywhere, and I just love it when I get those kind of feelings, when you can feel the developers' work inside of the game. I mean, just take a look at this toilet. But this also leads to my biggest point about the demo. You can finish these levels really fast if you want to. If you just go straight for the key, unlock the door and keep pushing forward, you can probably finish a level in under 5 minutes. But if you explore properly, the same level can take you 15 or 20 minutes. And I do like that exploration is rewarded, but at the same time I do feel like you can skip a little too much of the good stuff. There is clearly a lot of work put into these areas, and it almost feels like the main path should naturally drag you through more of it. Not force you, but guide you a bit more, because otherwise a lot of players are probably going to miss half the cool things that the developer made. So basically, do not rush Brine, is what I'm trying to say here. Explore, open doors, check corners, press random stuff, because if you just sprint through the objective path, you're going to miss a big chunk of what makes this demo fun. Now, the enemies, they're also pretty fun. At first glance, they do not look that brutal. I mean, it is angry seafood, but once you start blasting them, there is blood everywhere. Their heads pop, their bodies fall apart, and the death animations have this really nice chunky feel to them. It is not the most satisfying thing that I've ever played, but it has that, ah yeah, that feels pretty nice type of feedback.
No one gets between me and my cider!
The weapons though, they're a bit more mixed for me. They're basically real-life things turned into weapons. The pistol is a nail gun, the flamethrower is some kind of nacho hot sauce launcher, and the shotgun has 3 barrels, and I have no fucking idea what the thing is supposed to be, but it works. They are fun though, and switching between them feels damn good. If an enemy gets close, boom, pull out the shotgun. If they're further away, use the nail gun. If they are swarming you, bam, flamethrower. And every weapon has an alternative fire as well, which gives them a little extra flavor. but I do think that they could use a bit more oomph. The nail gun feels like a nail gun, which makes sense, but it also means it does not hit that hard. And even the shotgun, while useful, does not quite have that heavy punch that I want from a shotgun in a boomer shooter. Sure, they do the job, no doubt, but a little more impact, a little more kick, and a little more meat on the audio would make a big difference here. And lastly, when it comes to the story, there is not much there yet. The demo starts with a pretty nice cutscene, and that sets up the whole fish uprising thing, but after that, the story takes a step back. I did not find any lore pickups or notes or anything like that. Maybe I missed them because again, the levels are pretty big and I only found around half of all the secrets. But at least in this demo, the focus is clearly on the levels, the humor, and the shooting. And honestly, I had a good time with it. Brine, it is a weird, funny, gory, and a game with a ton of personality. The weapons, they could hit a little harder, and I do think the levels could guide you through more of the good stuff, but this is exactly the kind of demo I like finding. A small, strange boomer shooter with its own identity, made by someone who clearly had fun with it. So there you go, broskis. Go and give the Brine demo a spin, and if you want more brutal first-person action just like this, hit that like and subscribe, and Papa Slim, he will see you in the next one. Over and out.